There'll probably be critters here, but I don't think they're edible.
Well, good, because I already got sandwiches. Today we're spending the night at a harvest host in the abandoned ghost town of Jericho, Texas. Jericho was once a little community on Route 66, complete with a railroad station, gas station, and tourist court. It began as a mail coach stop between forts, and the cemetery received its first burial in 1895. By the mid-1930s, the population was on the decline, and eventually all of the buildings fell into disrepair. Jericho was part of the infamous Jericho Gap. During the Route 66 heyday, the Gap trapped many travelers on its 18-mile range of muddy soil. It's said that the locals benefited from the stranded vehicles, pulling cars out of the quagmire. There were rumors that some watered down the roads to increase their business. The movie Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis and Bruce Dern was set here. Come with us as we spend the night in this eerie location. But first we travel through Oklahoma and hit a small milestone. Let's go.
There is nothing wrong with your video stream. We are controlling your feed. Sit quietly and experience the awe and mystery from the outer limits of the open road.
So we just turned over 100,000 miles.
There, now we have 100,001.
And then it was like stuck.
It no longer shows tenths of miles for whatever reason.
Maybe it's because we're on Route 66. We're in the 66 zone.
I guess I figure if you got 100,000 miles, you don't give a damn about tenths of a mile.
We've given up. Yeah, we're in Texas, y'all, and it's chilly. 54 degrees in the camper. We just arrived, and we're gonna heat it up before we head out. Well, if we're gonna have dinner, then we're gonna head out to the ghost town. Always expect critters. Do you expect critters?
There'll probably be critters here, but I don't think they're edible.
Well, good, because I already got sandwiches. Ghost town. Spending the night at a ghost town. Dirty truck. That's how we know we're having a good time.
We got most of West Texas on our truck.
Is it a car? You're going straight for that car, aren't you? He's been eyeballing that car off in the distance, so that will be checked out immediately. Post haste. What do we got here?
It's an old Ford.
Barely enough of it left to identify.
Yeah, but it's the shape of the taillights and the grill.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking like early 40s.
Established around 1895, that's when the cemetery was built. It was abandoned in the 30s. Well, the town dwindled. It reached a population of 100 in the 30s and dwindled thereafter. It was on Route 66, but the highway was moved, and so the town didn't fare well after that. So what remains here is a little bit of a ghost town. There's a tourist court, a gas station, a couple buildings. There's Lucidity Base off there in the distance. Should be nice and dark out here tonight with just the windmills and whatever ghosts are left. It's kind of a frigid night, so I'm thinking that the ghosts are probably going to stay in bed. This is a harvest host called Schaffer Farm, and they are caretaking the old town of Jericho, Texas, long gone from us, taking care of the old buildings, doing a little work on them, and they have a farm market. It is closed for the season, but they were gracious enough to still host us out here. Just tons and tons of little windmills rotating around. So it should be a nice peaceful night if we're not bothered by ghosts, but we checked the place out. It seems pretty abandoned. I think I've located Bill again, so that's good. I think he ended up back by the car. I was afraid I lost him, but I'm here. So let's go see what he's up to. Something, I'm sure. So that was a gas station, huh?
Yeah. So there used to be like a covered area here with 2 pillars and 2 pumps, and then there was a drive, and then another 2 pumps and another drive, and then probably the office right behind that.
Yeah. ABC, always be ABP, always be photographing. Always be photographing.
ABC, always be camera in.
Always be camera in. That's what we be doing. Camera in. Chili, let me in, I'm cold. I'm freezing cold, let me in the camper.
Standby.
It's a standby for entry. And I'm still standing by.
And the button won't push.
Okay, and he's in. Fingers are working. Oh, it's raining.
Oh, that's what the mist was.
That's the mist. So those are just the windmills, the lights on the windmills lighting up out there. It's very black. This was our overnight at the ghost town. And believe it or not, there are tons of windmills out there. You can see the base of one over there, and all of the rest are lost in the mist. It's amazing. That field is full of windmills as far as the eye can see, and you can't see a single one. Wow. That is a foggy day. It'll be quite the drive. All right, it's 30-some degrees. Do I really want to go out there?
Next load.
Water bottles. 1, 2. And I'm locking up. Whew. Wow. Yeah, can't see a single windmill. That is insane. We were not alone last night. There was another boondocker out here enjoying this harvest toast. So we are going to get back on the road. This morning we've got VW Slugbug Ranch on tap, as well as the K-Like Ranch. It's been a number of years since we've been there, so I'm excited to see how it might have changed, how it might remain the same, and see what that's looking like now. But meanwhile, I'm getting in this warm car! I didn't see any ghosts last night, so it seems safe to go out to the cemetery this morning.
The place was rather haunting.
It was. There's something about that combination of the abandoned buildings, the fog, the silence, just the vastness and vast meltingness in those windmills, slowly rotating, and the windmills all had blinking, eerie red lights. And yeah,
they're super quiet.
yeah, I didn't hear a thing, and there's just this red light, and you can see as it's flashing, you can see the blade going in front of it. It's just kind of making a strange sort of wavy pattern. So that was pretty interesting. The cemetery was founded in 1895 after a rare outbreak of malaria in Texas. That seems strange, doesn't it? It seems definitely pretty rare. I'm going to go with rare. So we're looking to see if we could find out where the old graves are. Can you see that windmill there? Just barely in the fog. This cemetery is still being used, so a lot of the graves are going to be modern, but we're just curious whether we can see some of the old graves. How would you like to be interred here under that windmill? Under these windmills that never stop. Well, we walked around and didn't see any of the old graves. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next time for more abandonment and roadside art as we visit the VW Slugbug Ranch. See you on the road.
We could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car.